La da, la da. Sounded like la da to me, to me. La da, la da. It sounded like la da to me. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and today we're going to talk about, among other things, Star Trek 4. And we know that we now have, well, let's back up a little bit. This show, this movie, has been in the planning stages forever, it seems like, ever since the last Star Trek picture with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto and so on came out. They've been planning for the next picture. Now, like all Star Trek movies, they want them to be Star Wars. They want everybody in the world to come and see them. And of course, that's profit motive. I understand this. But they're always disappointed. It only made its money back plus a fair profit. And that's just not enough. It's got to be huge. And so Paramount and its infinite wisdom decided, well, we'll have the next one that way. We'll get Chris Hemsworth back. He's already been in the Marvel universe, and so he's a big box office draw, and we'll bring him back. We don't care if he died in the first picture. We'll bring him back as Kirk's dad, and it'll be great, and it'll be Star Wars. And of course, they couldn't arrive at a contract with Hemsworth. They announced it before they really made the deal, and they tried to lowball him because, once again, they're just greedy. And so Hemsworth and later Chris Pine just didn't want to have anything to do with it because they bungled it so bad. And so they say, well, what can we do now? How about let's find a famous director like Quentin Tarantino, and he'll throw Star Trek into a Tarantino film, which will be great big box office. Well, he went to work on it. He made all kind of things of saying that he might not use the Chris Pine. They might not be in the Kelvin universe. They might go back to original thing and do a variation on Spock's brain. Who knows? I don't know what his idea was, but actually he did talk about going back to the episode where they were all gangsters, and Tarantino knows how to do that. Well, that was all just whatever Tarantino was thinking about. He really never did much more than just look over some script outlines and things like this, and nothing ever came of that either. And so it's been sitting in what they call development hell forever. And they had a couple of people write on it. I believe that they were, let's see, Lindsay Beer and Geneva Robertson Dworet have a script written for it. And now they have a new director. And his name is Mac Shatman. He's the person who directed WandaVision. And he is overseeing a new set of writers, Josh Friedman and Cameron Squires, who are going to rewrite the previous script. And they say that it's going to be released by Christmas of 23. They'll start in late 22 in production. We'll see. Now, they have announced all of this without having signed a contract with Chris Pine, with Zachary Quinto, with any of the others, and they figure they'll just all come back. And it's quite possible that they will, but they're all busy actors. Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto have other projects that they're working on. Of course, Zoe Saldana is involved with the Marvel Universe. So we'll see if this version of the movie actually comes to fruition. Now, the other part of news is that we have a general start date for Strange New Worlds. This is the story of the crew of the Enterprise before James Kirk took command. That would be under Christopher Pike. They have a full cast now, and they're ready to start in May. The way it's going to go is once Discovery this year finishes its series, Picard Season 2 is going to begin, and after Picard Season 2, Strange New Worlds, which will be in about May. They're certainly going to do different types of stories. It's not going to be a story arc kind of thing. There'll be character arcs. The characters will develop, but the stories themselves are all independent, and they're going to visit new planets and have an adventure of the week. And it is the particular series that everybody is looking forward to. Everybody loves the characterization of Pike. Everybody is liking the idea of bringing the Enterprise back into the fray of Star Trek. We've missed the Enterprise being around. And it looks like that would be a very positive thing coming up in May, and we're eager to see it and to talk to you about it. Now, let's talk about Star Trek Discovery this week. Yeah. It's one of those kind of things, and I want to say that in television writing, the first rule, which everybody breaks, by the way, is that you do not put your characters in mortal danger. Because you can't kill off the characters. The people who are watching know you're not going to kill off the characters. Oh, is Michael Burnham going to die? Well, she's back next week, so what do you think? So that's the situation that we have with Rubicon, which is episode 9 of season 4 of Discovery, in which they have to track Book and Tarka to the anomaly and try to stop them from destroying the anomaly, which will anger the new species and make them come with their incredible power and wipe away the rest of the universe. They find out that the anomaly is actually something that mines an element, and they've been able to track it that way, figure out how it's going to move, and realize that seeing that it's not a belligerent type of anomaly, that the people that control it probably don't know who it's destroying, or we hope not, and try to make first contact. However, Book and Tarka are forcing their hand. Now, we see in this, Book is starting to redeem himself. He certainly cares about the Discovery crew, and certainly Michael, and Michael is able to get to him. Is she going to get to him? Is she going to be able to convince him? Of course. And then, of course, they put a twist at it, and so we end up at the end of the episode pretty much where we were at the beginning of the episode. We don't know exactly where it's going to lead, but we don't have many episodes to go by. But it doesn't really give us much. All we know is that we see something about the character of Tarka. Up to now, we have seen him as pretty much an arrogant genius, but now we see him as someone who really didn't care about anything except for his own skin. So we see Tarka for what he is, someone who's now feeling bad because it didn't work for him. And who cares what happened to Book? Who cares what happened to Discovery? Who cares what happened to the Federation? He needed to go back to his own dimension, wherever that was. We do see a return of Non, which is very nice. They've redone her prosthetics, so they're not as easy to fall off, and she is brought on as someone who can back up Burnham and also override her orders if she finds that she's giving too much cred to Book when the president says, just, nuke him and get on with things. So, we know how that's going to come out. We know that Non isn't going to override Burnham. We know that Burnham is not going to kill Book. We know that all of this isn't going to happen. And so it's really very lazily written, in my opinion, this particular episode. I'm hoping for better when the subsequent episode, they find out who this new species is and try and see what they're going to do about it. It's almost anticlimactic because this species is not going to destroy the Federation. It's not going to destroy the ship. They've got another season yet to go, probably, so we'll wait for the other shows to come on. Picard won't be long. I'd like to know what you think. Put it down in the comments. And, of course, subscribe. Please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't require any special activity on your part except for clicking the circle in that's down at the bottom of your screen, or the subscribe button under this video. That will bring you into our fold of supporters. It doesn't cost you any money, and we do have a stake in trying to grow this channel. We're hoping in the next, well, I'll give you more details on things later, but for right now, we appreciate any support you can give us there by watching our videos, and of course by subscribing and ringing the bell so you know when the next one comes your way. So until next time, don't go far.